Hey guys, what's up? This is Riley. I wanted to try a new style of video. It's kind of like in the what sold realm of things. Um, I want to talk about the top five clothing categories and my income from those categories in January. If you don't know me, I sell on eBay and I use the tech and sports school of thought of buying items with a good brand requisite, but with buying items of a good brand recognition and good sell-through instead of just relying solely on keywords and aesthetic specifics. But I also use trends and aesthetics to further research new brands. I care less about product velocity when researching these brands, and I care more about their total sell-through rate. So with that in mind, that's kind of like the stats that I want to go off of month over month. I'd like to keep up these videos, and this one in particular is paying attention to the clothing categories and the income from those clothing categories. I want to hit like different specifics in different videos in these sort of streaming sort um, style, I guess. Um, so let me show you what my stats were. Uh, hopefully you could see this. I believe you can. These are the sales I had so far in January, and these were the top categories. Um, I had a total of $1,512 in sales. My top categories were in order men's jackets with $196 in sales, women's jeans with $180 in sales, men's jeans with $152 in sales, women's pants with 133 in sales, and then women's jackets with $130 in sales. Um, my other everything else kind of encompasses this other category. It's still clothing in my metrics because that's all I sell is clothing. But the other categories make up $721 in sales, which is a little under 50%. What do you guys think? Does it make sense to break this down even farther and go through every single category am I selling in? Or do you think this is good enough? I'm kind of like torn. I like the idea of having the overview and seeing what like the top five categories are. And I believe over time, I don't know. Like, I wonder if over time these are gonna take up more of this pie chart or what. I don't know. There's different ways to do it, but this is what I did this time at least. This is not money out. Should be total sales for 3 months. Okay, so I hit that. So the other interesting thing, I guess, about my metrics for January um, are probably the highest profit item of the month. The highest profit item for me was a Rourke jacket. It was a reversible jacket. Let me show if I could, or let me see if I could show it to you. And these are kind of interesting, seeing the highest profit that I'm getting per for certain items. So I can one look back at these videos later and you can as well know what to pick up when you're out in the wild. But this isn't really like a what sold video. It's more just like what categories that I have that are doing the hottest, and maybe it'll help you figure out how you want to cat it like plan your categories when you're out there or how you adjust your systems. Or maybe you're just interested in seeing what other people are selling. So let me start this share again. Awesome. So we got the Rourke jacket. It's a men's XL, and this is kind of the details of it. Kind of goes through how I do my photos and stuff too. Yeah, so it sold for 59.99. I took cost me $5. That was something I picked up at the bins. Or I guess that jacket sold on a discount, so it was 56.23. I bought it for $5 and had a profit of 40.64. So, yeah. Another interesting thing that I think it would be cool to go over. This is just playing. I just jot down in the notes app some other interesting things. Is probably the most common brands that I was selling. And for me, the most common brands I was selling was Levi's and Old Navy. Um, like my general profit per item was nowhere near what I wanted. I'm trying to shoot for like a $20 profit per item, but like a lot of my items are falling in like the 5 to 10 range, a little bit less than that. I sold a lot of items that I bought the previous year, which makes sense because it was January. I was still listing, like my listing goal about around that time was one a day. I have upped it since then, but it's not really, it's more like a trial phase of like, I'm gonna hit my new goal as many times as I possibly can. And I'm not like, I'm more focused on the money coming in than I am hitting specific listing goals right now. But I do have bigger overarching goals that I can get through. I'll probably talk about it in my March video instead of this January one. I'm just trying to catch up with like content right now. But yeah, a lot of stuff goes into like the 5 to 10 range, and that's a good majority of these items. And like I said, my top items were Levi's and Old Navy, and that's just based off of like the quantity sold. I sold 8 Levi's and 5 things from Old Navy. Um, yeah, Old Navy has like a few items, quite a few items, especially the ones that they sell online and not in store that resell pretty well. Or, I mean, I haven't really looked at them in a hot second, but they were selling well last year. Uh, uh, uh. So another, I guess, interesting tidbit for this video too. So, let me screenshot again. Let me get to the page first. Mm, Sweet. So, these are my total sales for the year. Um, and I did this selling 64 items. as compared to last year, last January, let's go back. uh, The last January, I made $774.55 in sales, doing that with 20 items. So I that grew by what 90 like a 95% sale growth based off of my last year performance. Anyway, yeah, I mean that's all I had on the list to really talk to you guys about and go through. Let me stop this real quick. Yeah, that's all I had hooked up to talk to you guys about. Moving forward, what do you guys think? Do you like these type of videos or like what should I add? Do you like I guess by these type of videos, these like metric only videos, we're not really talking about brands or anything, but I do want to get into like doing brand videos as well. Is there like any details you wanted me to add or anything you want to see moving forward? Like for me, it's just going to be interesting looking back and be able to track like at the end of the year how far the month over month is growing and how it compares to last year and having sort of like a video log of that. Because you can get through it a little bit quicker. But let me know in the comments below if there's anything you want me to track, anything you want me to add. Um, and I don't know if I mentioned, I'm gonna make kind of similar metric videos. Some of the like information might overlap a little bit, but hopefully not too much. Just enough to get this concise picture. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.